Hey folks, with the highly anticipated sequel to Breath of the Wild having not appeared this June, we Zelda fans continue our long, hard wait for some coverage on the game, and during this ongoing long voyage of waiting, a video idea struck me, discussing the different types of Zelda fans whilst waiting for Breath of the Wild 2, because I know that I've personally gone through many different feelings and emotions throughout the time of waiting for this game, from super happy to super sad, as well as a bunch in between, as well as observing how other fans have felt during this time, and with the wait continuing for coverage on the game until possibly September time, I thought it would be fun to go over some different types of fans whilst waiting for the sequel. Now remember, this is all a bit of fun, and something to help us get by in the long hard wait for the game. Don't take it too seriously. Anyway, be sure to go and grab yourself a snack or drink and send them in to get featured right here, and also be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps the channel out. And let's get into this one. First up, the 24/7 discussion fan. Let's be honest, we've probably all been this type of fan for at least a brief period of time, especially whenever a new trailer drops. It's hard not to be, but that's not the type of fan I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm talking about the 24/7 fan who is constantly in discussion. 365 days a year. Now I'm not saying it's bad, but it can be annoying. Even now, when there hasn't been a trailer for over a year, this fan has somehow still found a way to discuss something every single day. Typically repetition or making stuff up, but who can blame them? The game is incredibly intriguing as there has been so much showing without actually showing a lot. Enough little teases into what's to come, such as the sky, the underground, Link's hand, and the Master Sword. They've provided a lot for this sort of fan to talk about, even if most of it is more speculative and headcanons. This fan loves the discussion, and this is why they don't shut up about the sequel. However, on the opposite end of this spectrum, the next kind of fan is the forgot the game exists fan. This type of fan is somebody who was probably extremely excited when the game was first showing off, and then probably again when the second trailer dropped. But in between and since then, they've forgotten the game is even a thing. The lack of coverage by Nintendo has caused this fan to completely forget that there is a sequel in the works. Now of course, this is likely not the most hardcore Zelda fan, as let's face it, a hardcore Zelda fan couldn't forget about all of this. However, no need to fear for this one, as when the game picks back up and eventually releases, they'll remember about it. I hope. Our next kind of fan is the replays every single Zelda game to cope fan. Not your everyday type of fan in the wait for the sequel, but definitely one that exists. This fan quite literally is dying for some new Zelda content to play, so in order to cope with what feels like the never-ending wait for the sequel, they replay Zelda games. In some cases, every single Zelda game, or at least the ones they own. Some even with the idea of playing every single game and hoping the sequel will be out by the time they're done, only to find out that they could do that multiple times, and still be waiting. It's a coping mechanism, alright? I will admit though, it does sound like a really fun quest to take on, playing through every adventure in Hyrule and other lands to lead into this new upcoming quest. The sequel to Breath of the Wild. Sounds pretty cool in theory, right? Yeah, well, two words for you. Zelda 2. Moving on to our next type of fan, a very special kind might I add, the insider fan. This is the type of fan who somehow knows a little bit more than everybody else, has regular inside information regarding the game and the plans to show it off, but none of it ever happens, and when it does, it's common knowledge that we all know. Apparently their uncle works for Nintendo or something? I don't know where this type of fan gets their info, if from anywhere, because it honestly feels made up most of the time in order to get a little bit of attention. Honestly, this fan can become quite annoying when at least once a week you hear them talk about some nonsense, about when the next direct and trailer is coming, or they somehow know the actual truthfully true reason the game has been delayed. Look, you don't know anything more than the rest of us. Just stop it. Stop it. I guess boredom whilst waiting for this game makes some fans do strange things. Next up, is the pretends the lack of news doesn't bother them fan. Honestly, this is just a sad state to be in, and I've definitely been this type of fan on and off through the entirety of this game being a thing. The wait for this game takes its toll on all of us, including content creators, and I'll be real, when my idea list for videos is running dry and I'm struggling to figure out what to talk about on the channel for a new video, it bothers me a little that the sequel hasn't had any coverage lately, but I don't let anyone know. I just let it eat me up inside and put a smile on my face and say, they'll show us something when they're ready. When deep down inside, I am crying. Please, Nintendo. I beg you. Then there is the convinced the game simply isn't coming out anymore fan. They've waited enough, won't stand for a delay, and are just convinced that the game isn't coming out. I'll be honest, I think these fans are a bit extreme and it's often hard to tell if they're joking or not, but either way, I hate to see it when it comes to this. The game will come, don't worry. And finally, the 7th type of fan that I've selected to mention today. The Metroid fan. Well, I should more say the Metroid fan who is also a Zelda fan, and how they can cope with this waiting a lot better, at least in terms of when they're thinking about Zelda. Now I know what you're thinking, what does Metroid have to do with Zelda? Well, I have an image that speaks for itself. Yup, they know the feeling. They have it worse if anything. All they've had is a logo. At least us Zelda fans have had a couple trailers and some bits and pieces here and there. Sorry Metroid fans. But hey, at least you got Dread and that was pretty awesome, right? I'd kill for a little 2D Zelda game right now. A Minish Cap remake, anyone? And that's 7 types of Zelda fans waiting for Breath of the Wild 2. I hope you enjoyed this fun, different type of video on the channel. Hopefully it helps deal with the wait for some coverage on the sequel, and also puts a smile on your face. If you relate to any of these, let me know down below. And if you have types of Zelda fans to add to the list, also drop them down below. If you enjoyed, please drop a wee like down below, and consider subscribing for more fabulous Zelda content. Follow my socials and join the Discord server to keep up to date, and as always, a huge, massive, amazing shout out goes to all of my channel supporters. Your support really helps me to make these videos week in, week out. If you'd like to join them and get yourself a shout out upon joining, then consider supporting via the links below. Thanks for watching, I hope you all have an amazing day or night, and until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.